Welcome to Trending Celebrities. Here is how the Queen will be laid to rest. Please, before we continue, I will appreciate if you subscribe and hit notification bell so that you never miss out on any of our videos about your favorite celebrities. All across the United Kingdom, people are getting ready to honor the life of Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away at 96 years old on September 8. The Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon, a statement read from the royal family at the time. Ahead, we break down everything we know so far about the history-making monarch's funeral. Buckingham Palace confirmed that Queen Elizabeth II's funeral will occur on Monday, September 19, at 11 am UK time. The funeral will take place at Westminster Abbey in London. Following the service, the Queen will be buried at St George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, where Prince Philip was buried following his death last year. Dignitaries from all across the United Kingdom, the Commonwealth realms, and the globe are expected to make their way to London for Queen Elizabeth's funeral. BBC reported that 2,000 guests are anticipated. A press release from Buckingham Palace gave some indication on who is expected to attend. The state funeral service will be attended by heads of state and overseas government representatives, including foreign royal families, governors-general and realm prime ministers. Other representatives of the realms and the Commonwealth, the orders of chivalry including recipients of the Victoria Cross and George Cross, government, parliament, devolved parliaments and assemblies, the church, and Her Majesty's patronages will form the congregation, along with different public representatives, the assertion study. Almost 200 people who were recognized in the Queen's birthday honors earlier this year will also join the congregation, including those who made extraordinary contributions to the response to the COVID-19 pandemic and have volunteered in their local communities. On the morning of the funeral, the lying-in state of the Queen, whose coffin was brought from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall through a procession on Wednesday, September 14, will officially end at 6:30 am UK time. At 10:44 am, the coffin will then be taken in procession at the state gun carriage of the Royal Navy, which will travel from the Palace of Westminster to Westminster Abbey. It will be followed by King Charles and other members of the royal family. Once the procession arrives at the West Gate of Westminster Abbey, bearers will lift the coffin from the carriage and carry it into the Abbey for the service. The service will be conducted by the Dean of Westminster. During the service, Prime Minister Liz Truss and Secretary-General of the Commonwealth Patricia Scotland will read lessons. Afterward, the Archbishop of York, the Cardinal Archbishop of Westminster, the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, and the Free Church's moderator will say prayers. The Archbishop of Canterbury will then deliver the sermon and give the commendation. The Dean of Westminster will pronounce the blessing. To conclude the service, the last post, or a military bugle call, will sound. 2 minutes of silence will then be observed in the Abbey and across the United Kingdom, followed by the national anthem. The service is expected to end at about noon. Once the Queen's funeral is over, her coffin will be taken through another procession to Wellington Arch at Hyde Park Corner, during which Big Ben will toll. Once arrived at Wellington Arch, minute guns will be fired by the King's Troop, Royal Horse Artillery. The coffin will then travel to Windsor by state hearse along with the King and the royal family. The Dean of Windsor will conduct the committal service at St George's Chapel before the Queen is diminished into the royal vault. Later that evening, a non-public burial will occur in the King George VI Memorial Chapel. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any updates about your favorite